What's up? It's your boy NBA Draco here to talk about which NBA players should retire or go to the big three or go overseas. Number one on my list, I got Al Horford. Al Horford, this is Boris Diaw's and Rajah Bell's godfather. He been in the game 20 plus years. He just won a ring with the Celtics last year. I know in his head he thinking, goddamn me, the young niggas Tatum and Brown finna run that shit back to back along with Porzingis, Holiday, and Derek White. It's a big five. Everybody know the Celtics should have went back to the finals. Salute the Pacers and Tyrese Halliburton, what he doing. Everybody call him overrated. His game is fit really for overseas basketball. But we all know if Tatum didn't get hurt, goddamn me, the Celtics would be in the finals. And if Curry didn't get hurt, the Warriors would be in the finals. And I'm admitting that I'm a Lakers fan, so I ain't got to sugarcoat shit. But Al Horford, you should either do like Brad Stevens and get a front office job and make the decisions for the Boston Celtics. You know, like how Udonis Haslam does sometimes with the Miami Heat, I think. But Big Three League, he might be too sophisticated for that. You know, he like one of them Ime Udoka looking ass niggas. He might be better fit for the front office. With that being said, Al Horford should definitely consider retiring. He should have went out like David West did with Golden State. Got in the ring, sit down, but he got a little greedy. It's all good, my nigga. Maybe next time. Second person on my list, my nigga Kyle Lowry. Got him a ring with the Toronto Raptors in 2019 with Fred VanVleet, Pascal Siakam, Kawhi Leonard, OG Anunoby, Obi KB. His time is up. Paul George, Playoff P, still my nigga. Podcast P. Didn't have a good year, but he's still that nigga though, you know what I'm saying? 200M plus contract. Elton Brand, we all know you should be fired. It should be Allen Iverson in that GM position anyway. Came back from the injury, Paul George did. Joel Embiid had some kind of cerebral palsy, whatever the fuck he said, disease. He was playing, eye twitching and shit. Just all fucked up. They threw him the MVP the year he didn't deserve it because the nigga was complaining and shit. They got voter fatigue from Nikola Jokic. But yeah, Kyle Lowry, I think this is the end of the road. I think he'll be a good player for the Big Three League, like Mario Chalmers, weak ass. Who else? Jeff Teague. My boy Jeff T, shout out Club 520 Podcast. That shit funny. I watch that shit almost every day. But Kyle Lowry is another person I would put for the Big Three League. Reach out to Ice Cube. I don't really see him going overseas like that, but he's my second pick to go to the Big Three League. Third person on my list, my dog Eric motherfucking Gordon. You know, 6 man of the year type shit, like a Jamal Crawford, like a Lou Williams. Can get you 10 to 15 points off the bench. Kyle Lowry's teammate, goddamn me, you know. The salary cap, they have a big three in Embiid, Paul George, and Maxey, if you want to call Maxey a big three. Like Austin Reeves, he kind of had a year where he took a step back just a little bit. But Eric Gordon, I think it's time to hang it up. The Big Three League will definitely be a good league for Eric Gordon. I don't think he'll go overseas either. It just, not saying that they don't look like they in shape. They just look like him and Kyle Lowry are more fit for a half-court offense, in my personal opinion. But if he continues to play, you know, it's all good to him. But that's just the third person on my list who I think should retire or go to the Big Three League. Number 4 on the list, Brook Lopez. You let my boy Giannis down. Doc Rivers waited too late to make coaching adjustments. He should have put in Bobby Portis starting in. He usually is a 4, but sometimes Bobby can play the 5. Yeah, I don't know where the fuck is Robin Lopez at either. I think Brook Lopez should either retire, just officially retire. He look like he's too slow to go overseas. Or he just, yeah, I don't think he'll be a fit for the Big Three League either. But yeah, I think Brook Lopez should be considering retiring, just like Al Horford. Coming in at number 5 on my list. Damn, it hurt to say this shit. My nigga CP3. CP3 better than John Stockton, better than Gary Payton and all them other overrated ass point guards, bum ass point guards from the 90s. A real floor general, a real point guard. CP3, Rajon Rondo, and Tony Parker. Those are traditional floor generals, point guards, like control the pace of the game. Those are what point guards are really like. Now you do have your hybrids like your Iversons, your D Roses, your Ja Morants, but CP3 is a traditional point guard. 20 plus years in the game, 40 years old. Cliff Paul, Chris Paul, Logan Paul. Hey, Spurs in 5. It's time to go home. It's time to hang it up. I think his pride won't let him go to the Big 3 league. I think he feel like he's too much of a legendary player to go overseas. Chris Paul, he's so goddamn stubborn. He gonna keep going on 1-year deals until he probably like 45 or some shit. I don't know. Or go back to OKC if OKC win the championship. Because he did take them to the playoffs at one point in time when they didn't have shit. So if I'm Sam Presti, I'm reaching out to CP3 on a vet minimum deal just to see if he can win the championship. Even though I don't even count this year's championship because Curry got hurt and Tatum got hurt. It should have been the Warriors and the Celtics in the finals. And I'm a Lakers fan. I'm admitting that, because they did have the better team. They both had better teams than everybody else. So that shit don't count. Niggas can't talk about the bubble when this shit didn't even fucking count. But anyway, CP3, hell of a career. Legendary nigga in my eyes. He will be missed. Him, LeBron, KD, Curry, all them guys, man. It's truly a new era. At number 6, my nigga Russell motherfucking Westbrook. Goddamn me. MVP for the Oklahoma City Thunder. I always felt he should have came off the bench. It should have been Harden starting. They should have gave Harden that $4 million to keep him with Serge Ibaka, Waka Flocka, Chewbacca. Sam Presti was being cheap. Looks like it's going to pay off, though, because they might win the championship. It wasn't Billy Donovan. I think it was like Scott Brooks, who was the coach at the head time. They was up 3-1. Didn't make adjustments for Golden State, for the Splash Bros, Curry and Clay. Draymond cried in the parking lot begging for KD to come back. Then he went at war with KD when he was on the Warriors and ended up getting the MVPs and shit. But Russell Westbrook, that's my nigga. Always bringing great energy. He's not the traditional point guard like Mike Conley or CP3, Tony Parker, or Rondo, but he's a hybrid like D Rose and Ja Morant. He'll punch on your ass in a second. Go 0 to 100 real quick like a motherfucking cheetah down the court. Only thing I hate is he gets about 10 turnovers, 10 air balls, 10 missed layups, and 10 missed threes a game. But other than that, my nigga Russell Westbrook gives it his all. Another player, just like CP3, I feel like contributed to the game of basketball, taking it to the next level. Like CP3, I feel like he wouldn't want to go to the Big 3 league or overseas. He'll probably be an ambassador or something like that. Or, coaching. He may be a coach. He may coach a college team, do what Dion is doing for college basketball instead. But you never know. He looks like one of those players that'll let his pride prevent him from going to the Big 3 league. But as far as like how he dresses and shit, I don't approve of that gay shit. None of that Young Thug shit, none of the cross-dressing outfits he wears, call it fashion, whatever the fuck you niggas want to. I don't agree with that shit. But Russell Westbrook, better than John Stockton, better than Gary Payton, all them bum ass niggas from the 90s, in my personal opinion. At the number 7 spot, we got Kevin Love, former walking double-double in Minnesota. In my opinion, one of the top 5 greatest Minnesota Timberwolves player to play of all time. But he was ass on the Cleveland Cavaliers. Let LeBron down the first year. Him and Kyrie got hurt. Curry sexuals don't bring that up when they bring up Curry rings, but when LeBron teammates or some shit get hurt, it's all good. It shit don't add up. But Kevin Love was overrated as fuck. I don't know why LeBron couldn't get Paul George out of Indiana. His legacy would have been totally different if Paul George went to the Cavs and then went to the Lakers with Kawhi and LeBron. But Paul George, you fucked everything up. And now the Pacers about to be in the finals and OKC Thunder about to be in the finals. Both of them should thank you. Whichever team wins a ring, they should send you a fucking ring, and you should, show it on your podcast. Play a podcast P. You still my nigga though, but still, I think Paul George would have been a better fit as a third option instead of Kevin Love. Kevin Love struggled like a motherfucker. Draymond was playing bully ball with him. Zaza was bullying him. I don't know if he was there when Andrew Bogut was there. I think he bullied him too. But Kevin Love, he was turned into a spot-up shooter. I mean, I just didn't like his role because he was more aggressive when he was more overweight. Pause. He was fat in Minnesota. He was like Nikola Jokic, and then he toned up. Got with LeBron, toned up a little bit. Pause. And then got in shape and shit. I guess he was mentally fucked up because of the pressure of playing with LeBron. Pause. But Kevin Love, Minnesota. When we talk about Kevin Love, I remember the Minnesota Kevin Love. I don't remember the Cavs Kevin Love because he was ass. And I damn sure don't remember this motherfucking Kevin Love because he super ass. But Kevin Love is in my top 50 greatest white NBA players of all time. Maybe top 25, depending on how the future goes. And Kevin Love was a teammate of Russell Westbrook at UCLA. I forgot to mention that. Both will end up eventually becoming Hall of Famers for what they done to the game of basketball. Hell of a player. But like I said, Cleveland and Miami Heat, Kevin Love was just ass. All right, number 8 on my list, coming from the home team, Fayetteville, Arkansas. Mike Conley. God damn. Shout out Marcus Gasol for being one of the 5 Memphis Grizzlies to win a ring out of Rudy Gay, OJ Mayo, Marc Gasol, and Zebo. Mike Conley was a part of that core along with Tony Allen coming off the bench, giving problems, causing hell. Hell of a point guard, floor general, like I said, traditional point guard, but he's left-handed. He can get shifty at times, knock down, 3-point shooter. Defense ain't all the way there, but just like a Tony Parker, CP3, and Rondo, he'll have 15 points, 10 assists, 5 rebounds, shit like that. Shit like that you expect from a traditional point guard. He won't have that shit now damn near, but in his prime when he was with the Grizzlies, 2008 Grizzlies, goddamn me, Mike Conley, he'll kill niggas on the court. But as far as this playoff series, he looks older. He looks a little bit sluggish. He looks like he can't keep up with the pace of the Oklahoma City Thunder. I just don't see him sticking around too much longer. Now, he wasn't as much of a star as Russell Westbrook and CP3. So I can see him kind of doing the Big 3 league or going overseas. But he's made hundreds of millions of dollars. He probably don't even have to do that shit. Or he can just get into coaching or get in the front office position for the Memphis Grizzlies or the Minnesota Timberwolves, because he carries himself. You don't never hear nothing bad about Mike Conley, ever hear him getting in trouble Real stand-up Arkansas nigga. Stay out the way and get his money like you should. But yeah, he's number 8 on my list. Number 9 on the list, we have Al Horford's little brother, Boris Diaw, and Raja Bell's uncle, Nicolas motherfucking Batum. Nicolas Batum, he ain't no goon. Goddamn me. He been playing for a good minute. He's a veteran. Good spot up shooter. Play defense when he can. He's starting to get a little old. He don't play defense as good as he once did. He's starting to get older. Him and Al Horford, I think they should go out, pause, at the same time. Nicolas Batum, he from France. I watched that documentary where he was trying to give a passionate speech and shit. That shit wasn't gonna work out for y'all over there in France. And I've been to France too. Shout out Paris. It's overrated. Shit dirty as fuck. But it's still a nice place though. You know, city of love type shit or whatever. If you want to go, take your wife or your girl or your side piece, however you want to do it. He's a part of that demographic of international players that's starting to become more frequent in the NBA. Raja Bell, Boris Diaw paved the way for guys like Nicolas Batum and Al Horford and Shane Battier. So he's had a hell of a career. I think he's a 10-year veteran. So he gonna get the little severance package or whatever when he retires. I can see him going back overseas. As far as the Big 3 league, he might think it's too ghetto. I don't know, French accent. But as far as the Clippers, Kawhi need younger players around him. He needs spot up shooters, 3 and D type players. He need niggas that's gonna grind because he getting older as well, and it's coming to an end of an era. Nicolas Batum, I hate to say it, buddy, I don't know if he gonna come back next year. Steve Ballmer, he wants to win the championship now. This year was one of their best chances. I thought the Clippers and the Warriors should have made the Western Conference Finals. Harden didn't show up. 4P up Harden. 4 pockets full of James Harden. It's all good. James Harden, just game 7s. You just got to bring you off the bench and start Derrick Jones and maybe Bogdanovic. And bring Harden off the bench on that game 7. Just to get the spark going for the offense. But Nicolas Batum, he's had one hell of a career. Yeah, that's my number 9 pick. Last person on the motherfucking list with the number 10 pick, I got Smoking Joe Engles, Joe Biden great-grandson. I was going to say James Johnson, but that nigga know how to fight. You know how to do karate, UFC, all type of shit. Be beating niggas' ass at practices and shit. He on the Pacers. I don't know if he gonna win a ring though against the Oklahoma City Thunder. But we got another person riding the coattails. Ant-Man. Joe Engles. Like Al Horford, he's getting older. I don't know how much longer he's gonna be around. He's in my top 50 white hoopers of all time. Better than Deadlift Shrimp, better than Dan Marley when it comes to handles and crossovers and shit. I think he got that one highlight off Paul George. You know, they weren't doing that shit in the 90s. Smoking Joe was balling. But he's getting older and shit. Injuries, part of the game. He tall as fuck. If you see him run down the floor, you'll think he goofy as hell. But he's a great player overall. I don't see him joining the Big 3 either. Not saying that because he white, but I can see him playing overseas if he wants to continue. But retiring, I don't know if he's into coaching. I mean, I don't know where he from. I don't even know where the fuck he came from. But Joe Ingles, he just came out of nowhere like Kurt motherfucking Warner and just started balling on niggas. But he earned a lot of millions. He got my respect. Hopefully he wins a ring with the Minnesota Timberwolves. If not, he's had one hell of a career. I think he's a 10-year vet as well. But let me know what you guys think. Big 3, overseas, or retirement. You know, which of these 10 NBA players that I selected do? I think the motherfuckers should hang it up But honestly, you never know what God has planned for you. Let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe. What's your Joe Engles, Al Horford, Kyle Lowry, Chris Paul, Logan Paul, Jake Paul, Russell Westbrook, Mike Conley, Kevin Love, and Eric Gordon, them guys. What should they do? Let me know what you guys think.